sleepover somewhere, like at the museum. That could be like going on a trip to another country without really going.
Yeah!
Okay.
We'd have a sleepover and pretend we took a big trip somewhere.
Oh, you mean like we can have Indian food and wear saris and pretend we're in India?
Yeah. Well, that sounds really great. So are we all agreed on India?
Oh, how about a Caribbean theme? We could pretend we're at a spa.
Yeah, I like that.
We can have a limbo contest.
Now we can make tropical fruit smoothies.
Yum.
Cook a foreign dish like curried goat. It's good.
Do we want to go ahead and plan a sleepover?
Yeah.
Well, let's vote. Okay, get your passports ready. We're going to have a Caribbean spa sleepover.
Let's take a moment to review how you can start to guide the planning process. When you sit down to plan activities for the year, give the girls some time to look through the books, suggest ideas, and discuss all possibilities. Respect the girls' opinions, being careful not to dismiss any ideas outright. Help girls refine their big ideas and steer them towards more practical alternatives by asking open-ended questions that do not require a yes or no answer. And encourage the girls to bond over a group name by giving them the freedom to name themselves whatever they'd like.
All right, girls, now, you need to choose some specific things that you want to do and write them down. Choose things that are of interest to you. What are you personally interested in the most? You want to get active? Do you want to try something you've never done before? And how much time do you think it's going to take to pull it all together?
Here are some other open-ended questions you might use to help girls clarify their objectives and drill down to their true passions. Why is this goal important to you? What are some of the other steps you would have to do to achieve this goal? What do you hope to get out of doing this?
I think it's very important for the girls to have a deadline to work with, because sometimes they'll just let it go. You may have a few who'll take it head on, but then there are always others that'll just let it linger. So it's definitely better to set a deadline.
If a girl comes up with an idea that seems kind of, I guess, outlandish or big, I don't laugh at them. I think it's very important to take them seriously, and you say, okay, well, how can we accomplish that? How can we do that?
Here are some other tips that help ensure that the goals your girls set are doable. Encourage girls to use the space provided in each focus book to write down their goals. That helps make them more concrete.
Let us work at our own pace. It's good to set a time limit, but remember, it's bound to take longer when we're doing it ourselves.
Once you get the girls started, provide enough support to help them keep going, but don't do the work for them.
Encourage us to take our own ideas and run with them. If we feel committed to our goals, we'll be more likely to follow through with them.
It will also be easier for girls to follow through if the end goal can be measured. For example, I want to learn to cook is not measurable, but I want to learn how to make tropical smoothies and curried goat is.
And as we start doing activities, remind us to ask ourselves if the goals we have set are SMART. That stands for specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and timely.
It is important to keep in mind that goal setting is an individual process. So even if your girls are going through the same focus book, they may set different goals for the skills they want to learn or the activities they want to accomplish.
I like the fact that we can set our own goals because we don't always want to do the same things, and we're not all in the same place. My friend Jenny, for example, is on the track team, and I'm like totally out of shape. We're both working on activities from on track, but obviously my goals are different from hers.
Well, what I find with a lot of girls in my troop is that there are a lot of varied interests. And the nice thing about that is one girl will say, well, I like to crochet. And the other girls will be like, crochet? I don't know how to do that. How do you do that? And what I decided to do was I said, well, you know what? That could be fun. Let's pick a day and we'll have a meeting where we all learn how to crochet. And so what I found was that when we did that, a lot of the girls who hadn't been interested in it and didn't even know they might have an interest in that was like, wow, I can make a scarf now. This is really cool.
Okay, Rachel and Tiana volunteer to do the food shopping.
Okay.
And Kendra wants to be in charge of the cooking since it was her idea.
Okay. Nobody's lined up a place to hold the sleepover. Since this is supposed to be by girls, for girls, shouldn't they take that on?
Well, not necessarily.
I mean, by girls, for girls means that the girls take an active role in decision making and planning. It doesn't mean that they do everything while we sit back and drink tropical smoothies. Which reminds me, I wonder who we could get to help the girls make the curried goat.
There's a new Caribbean restaurant in town. I could stop by and talk to the chef.
That would be great. All we need to do now is find someone to do the spa treatments with the girls. Do you have any ideas?
No, but I could talk to some of my friends. I know they've gone to
great.
the spas.
Yeah,
so they
that'd
may
be
know
great.
somebody. Okay, so
If you are not an expert in something, chances are there's someone in your community who is. Reaching out to other volunteers will not only take some of the pressure off you, it can also give your girls the opportunity to connect with a wider network of volunteers who are willing to share their knowledge, skills, enthusiasm, and experience.
When we took sailing lessons, we had a college instructor. She was so cool. We had the best time.
I would love to find some young adult advisors to help me, but I'm not sure how to do that.
You'll find advice on how to build a talent bank for your group in the Studio 2B Guide for Advisors. In addition to approaching college students and young professionals, seek out experts and entrepreneurs of any age who possess the kind of skills your girls are eager to learn.
It's so cool that we're getting to do something like this in Girl Scouting.
I know. We planned it and we did it.
I really think that the 11 to 12-year-old have a lot in them that they are able to go out and conquer the world more than we think they can.
These are responsible, mature, young adults who can make decisions like this. So you really have to, take a step back and let them, figure it all out on their own.
When goals are realistic and doable, and girls are passionate about them,
And when adults encourage us to try new things and give us the green light to do it our way,
goal setting can yield the kind of experiences that keep girls connected to Girl Scouting.
I think it's very important that an advisor of girls between the ages of 11 and 13 have an open mind, are flexible individuals, and that they will listen to the girls.
It's all right for them to make a mistake. They're going to make a mistake in whatever they do in life. That's just part of the learning process.
Every girl's looking for something different. There are some that just want to come to the meetings and hang out and talk to their friends. There are some that are working towards the awards and college scholarships, and there are some that are interested in different activities. And you have to tailor for everybody. You have to accept that there are some kids who will never go on the camping trip, and there are some kids who only want to earn the awards, and some kids who just come and hang out, and that has to be okay.
Look. They've been waiting all night to do this.
to do what? They're not doing anything.
They're, bonding, getting closer to each other.
I know. It's just that I'm still getting used to this by girls, for girls thing.
I know.
Are we doing it right?
I think so.
To keep track of how you're succeeding with Studio 2B, ask yourself these questions. Are we taking a by girls, for girls approach? Have we expanded our network of adult volunteers? Have we offered enough options to girls? Do we understand how to help girls set goals? Are we creating a fun experience for girls?
Guys, listen. Your friend calls to tell you she just bought an outfit you've wanted for weeks. You A, are genuinely happy for her. B, tell her you don't think it'll look good on her. It's not her style. Or C, wait till she wears it and spill soda on it. C.
Ask girls what they like best about Studio 2B, and they're likely to say,
hey, this is my part, remember?
take it away.
There are a million things about Studio 2B that girls find appealing. Developing skills, being part of a group, discussing issues we care about, and getting support from adults who care about us. But bottom line, we just want to be with friends and make our own adventures and feel comfortable enough to be ourselves.
They don't need me to direct them in any way. And I'm really just there to advise them.
I don't want to say I don't lose any girls in my troop, because I do. But sometimes girls are bringing friends that have dropped out to give it another try, because I let them do anything that they want to do. The sky's the limit with them. If they plan it and they raise the money, we will do anything.